What is your position on having a self-governed local police department? It seems like we may have an issue with retention of our best officers after the expense of training them, and especially with the increased local cost to the state trooper resident. I'm concerned that perhaps there's a way to improve the overall quality of our police department.
Yes, well, let me just correct one thing that Jeff said in the case of Southbury, which is although we have a population in Heritage Village that many would say is 55 and over and maybe growing, what we're seeing, again, possibly as a result of the 2008 financial collapse, is a lot of younger people moving in with their parents. And so the nature of crime in Heritage Village has changed dramatically over the last 3 or 4 years because we're bringing in younger people who are living with their parents. And that's one of the reasons I'm very proud of the fact that we came up with a new approach, which we call the Community Resource Officer, which has been very well received as a way to respond to changing situations in the village. But in terms of our own police force, I think it's once again time that we did that study. I agree with Jeff, you need to look at the numbers. I'm very proud of the fact that last week I had Colonel Meraviglia, who is now the colonel, the head policeman of the state police force, down to have a conversation about where we are, because we cannot deny that the resident trooper program has gone up in cost fairly dramatically. I've looked at other ways to address the issues that I believe we have in the police force, which is what I would call span of control with the way we're structured. So I think there are other things we need to look at that might be in between going to an independent police force versus where we are today. But clearly I think it's time for a study. I would say that the prior administrations flubbed it when they tried to have a study or put forward a resolution for review by the people of Southbury, and had the support of just about every part of the government, but they weren't able to get it passed. And that's because they didn't inform the public well enough.
Thank you very much. Next question.